Morning.
Hi, Kishore. Good morning.
Morning.
Okay.
Good morning.
I
Good
hope many
morning, sir.
people join.
Good morning, sir.
Very good morning. Okay. First of all, guys, go on mute. Mobina. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. First of all, I would like, congratulate to everyone to choose this course. Why? Because this is the perfect time to took this course. Okay. Why? Because so this January we didn't get much calls in December and Jan, but in December we got so many calls. Many people got placed. Okay. So, but now again February you will get a number of calls. In February first week or second week, we will finish our course. Immediately we can keep our resume. Okay. And at the same time, daily I'm gonna share some interview questions. You just prepare answers for that. Okay. So that it will be easy to get the job.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So now, today onwards, we are going to start our first session. Guys, two things. First thing is daily what you need to remember. Very first thing, you have to keep your full name. Okay, while joining. I could see today at least better. Okay, many people they use their name only. Okay, that is first thing. Second thing is someone kept iPhone. Okay, please change that name. Okay. Next, second thing is you have to always in mute. If you have any questions, just raise your hand. Okay, so that I can unmute you. Don't unmute yourself. Okay. Still, if you want to respond, you just unmute and respond it. Okay. Even if you unmute, that is fine, but it should be, you should be in a proper place without disturbance or noise. Okay. These two you just follow for each and every class. Why? Because nowadays all are working from home only. Even if you got job also, you have to connect, your colleagues through Zoom or Teams something. Okay. There also what you will do, you have to, you are attending some client meetings and all. Always you should be mute. Okay. From here onwards, you can learn this. Okay. So that others will not get disturbed. Understood? Okay, these two things you just remember always. Then we will start our actual session. Okay. So guys, tell me what is MuleSoft?
It's integration tool.
Very good. MuleSoft is nothing but it is an
API.
integration tool. Okay, how many pages are there in MuleSoft?
3 phases.
Three.
3 pages. What are they?
Design,
Design, development, and deployment.
Deployment. Very good. So here we have 3 pages: design, development, and deployment. So today what we will do, so you want to start with the design or development?
Design.
design, sir.
Design.
Very good. Okay, then we will start with the design. So for this design, almost I can take a 1 week. Okay, 7 classes or 8 classes. So after completion of this 7 or 8 classes, you are, familiar with this design center, so that if they will give you any kind of API, you can easily build that API. Even if someone is working, he's having more than 10 years of experience, if they got any project requirement, same design requirement, if we can give it to you, you can easily build that. Okay, that level of confidence you will get it. That I can help you for sure. Okay, I can promise you can build any kind of API very easily. Okay, so you don't want to take anyone else help. Okay, if you get any design kind of related work. Understood?
Yes.
Yes.
That kind of guarantee I can give it to you. Okay, and then next. So first, again, what I'll do, I'm going to repeat this, how to create a Anypoint platform sign up account and everything. Okay, how many guys created this Anypoint platform account? Just raise your hand. Very good. I could say 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 9. Okay, almost many people they created this account. Still, some people they didn't create, right?
Yes, I haven't created mine.
Okay, so you have to create your account. If you want to create your account, I can help you. Okay, so first click on this. So first of all, you just log into this website, anypoint.mulesoft.com. So I'm going to post that link in the chat box. Guys, go on mute. Still, I'm getting some background noise. Srikanth. Yeah. Okay. Just now I posted one URL in the chat box. Try to copy that. So once you hit that URL and someone, please post that URL in the group if possible. Okay. So here, as soon as you click on this link, it will take to you this page. So here it will ask you some details, your full name, email, phone number, company, okay, your username and then password. Click on this robot and then agree. So once you click on create and accept, if username is available, okay, directly it will open Anypoint platform account. Understood? So any questions here? These are
So
all
do I
very
have to create now or can I create later on?
No, you can create later, no problem.
Okay, okay. Thank
You
you.
will get this recording, okay?
Yeah, yes, yes, yes.
So now, so once you create this, what will happen? I'll show you. I do have a direct account. I already created for you in the demo session. So you have to provide your username, whatever you created, and then password. Click on sign in. As soon as you click on the sign in option, so it will take to you this page. Here you can see Anypoint platform. Okay, all these options. All this I explained you in the demo classes. I hope everyone will have the 3 videos, right? If anyone
Yes.
don't have, just please let me know.
No, sir.
I don't have.
I don't have, sir.
Okay, sounds good. So what I will do, I am going to repost all these 3 recordings with you in the group. Immediately I'm going to post right away. So people,
Sir, I was not added in group.
sorry,
I was not added in group. I'm not there in group.
who is talking? May I know your name?
Kalyani.
Did you pay the amount?
Yes, sir.
To whom you paid?
GPS Infotech.
Okay, okay. You just check with the Prakash, okay?
Okay.
He will share your number to me and I can add you.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Just now I posted, all 3 class, or recordings in the YouTube link. Anyone received?
Yes, sir. The 3 demo classes you mean to say?
Yes, yes, correct.
Okay, I've received.
Okay, sounds good. So there, I very clearly I explained how to create this Anypoint platform account and the overview. Okay. So guys, go on mute. I told you, right? Still you guys are doing like this. See, we are not kids, right? See, I will say 2 to 3 times. Still, if you repeat, I will remove from the group. So that what will happen? You cannot join again. You just remember this. We are professionals. Always we need to behave like professionals. Okay. Very good. Thank you. Okay. So in the first phase, in the design phase, we are going to design our application. First of all, what is design? Anyone having any idea? Design is nothing but blueprint of our API here. So if you want to construct a house or villa or theater or some Kalyana Mandapa or something, what you guys will do very first step?
We'll get the requirements.
Requirement is nothing but what?
Planning.
Inputs.
Very good. First one is planning. We are going to plan that. See, suppose if you want to construct 3 BHK house, what you will do? So you an architect, correct? What he will do? He is going to provide a plan. So based on that plan he is going to share to the customer. So if customer is said okay, based on that plan, they are going to develop our house. Understood? So here also same way, if you want to construct any kind of APIs, first we have to design this. Design is nothing but blueprint. Just dummy, everything will be dummy. You will not get the actual data here. Okay. So this is called imagination. Okay. So what we will do, we are going to pass 2 numbers in the form of request, number 1, number 2. We will get some output. That is just imagination, but that is not, actual output, correct? If you want to get that actual output, we need to start our development. Okay. So if you want to start our development, we have to use Anypoint Studio. Understood?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. For that, we need to use Anypoint platform. So first few classes, we are going to discuss about only design. So once design is done, then we will go to the development. So in the development, today I'm going to explain some basics. Okay. So if you learn this basic, you can create any kind of application very easily. Okay. So if you want to create brand new API, so click on start designing, this option. So it will take to you this page, or else what I'll do, again I'll go back. So we are on same page, right? So I selected this earlier. Now what you can do, click on these 3 horizontal lines, click on this design center, so that same page it will take. Okay. This already explained in the demo session, right? How to create a calculator API and all. So now if you want to delete these APIs, just select this, delete it.
Sorry to interfere. This is my first session.
Okay.
can
Again,
you
that's
please-
why I'm going to explain from scratch. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So this is how your page will look like. So just click on create new API. As soon as you click on this create new, you got these many options. Okay. If anyone remember why we are going to use all these options? At least one.
Yes.
Okay, Hema,
New
go on.
API.
First one is for what?
When you are doing the new
New
API.
API.
To create new API. Very good. Second one,
Reusability of code.
Reusable.
very good. If we have any reusable code, piece of code where we can reuse for other APIs, we can use this fragment. What is this?
It comes a new version of this MuleSoft. So you are not using for this one.
Okay. This is for, development purpose. Still it is in progress. It is not up to the mark. So that's why we never ever used in the real time, this option. What is the next one? Async API. This is newly added. Okay. We are not going to touch this. This recently in the November, they added this API. Okay. Next, what is this final option?
Existing
Import
API.
from the
Very good. Okay, let me explain you. First option is new API spec. Spec is nothing but specification. Specification is nothing but like resource path, methods, request, response. That we can call it as specification. Okay. So if you want to create a brand new API, we are going to use this option. Understood? Brand new API means if you want to start your API from very scratch. Scratch is nothing but starting position. Okay, మనం ఒక కొత్త API క్రియేట్ చేయాలంటే we can go with this first option. Next, new fragment. What do you mean by fragment? Very, very important. Again, I'll take separate class for this. Okay, just I'm explaining high level here. So here, fragment is nothing but it is a piece of code where we can reuse in other projects. That is called fragment. Next, MuleApp, we never ever use. Async API newly added. Import from file. Import from file means imagine. So in the organization, in one project, many people are working. Okay. 2 people left that organization. Why? Because they got some other opportunity or package hike or personal reason. 2 people left the organization. Okay. So what they will do? Organization, instead of
They will
them,
share the information.
no. Instead of them, what they will do?
They will again
hire,
reuse it.
Recruit.
yeah, they are going to hire a new resource. Suppose you got selected to that project. Imagine already that guy, he developed some API. Okay, 50% of the API he developed, imagine. So he then suddenly he quit that organization and you join to that organization. So what he will do, he is going to hand over that API to you. Okay, you can share that API to you through mail or something, any communication channel. He is going to share that info with you. As soon as you receive that, already he did some API, right? What you can do, you just use that option import file, so that it will ask you project name, whatever the name is there, you just provide same name, then choose a file, click on this choose file. So once he send, you will store somewhere, right, in your laptop, so that directly you can upload it, so that automatically whatever he designed, that you will get. Okay, this option also I can show you.
So that means, got a question. That means that anyone who leaves the organization, before leaving the organization, they need to leave all the information in that particular
Correct.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, they will provide KT and everything to you, then they are
Okay.
going to leave.
Okay.
What this project will do, everything they will provide KT.
Okay.
Hi,
Even-
Kishore. I'm sorry to interrupt in between.
Okay,
Here, we have the chance of importing the file from the local system, right?
correct.
So here, we have created Anypoint platform today as it is valid for 30 days, right?
No, it is not valid for 30 days. Okay, it will be valid for lifetime. Only in this Anypoint platform, can you see here runtime manager?
Yes.
Only this option is valid for 30 days. Remaining options, it will work for you lifetime.
Yes, yes, the runtime manager is valid for 30 days, right? So if we want to import all the projects from the existing Anypoint platform to the new Anypoint platform, is there any option?
No, we don't have that kind of option. See, in the real time organization, what will happen? For one account, many users will be there. Suppose imagine, what is this company name? Microsoft. Suppose we are all working in the Microsoft. Okay, what will happen here? Whatever the API I developed here, anyone can see, all you guys can see here. Okay, I can show you that in the coming classes.
Okay.
So if you want to use that option, so we have to go to access management. So here I'm going to cover.
All right.
Here I can create as a user so that I can invite you to my organization account. So if you click on this users, we need to provide the, see, click on invite user. Here I have to enter your email address. I can assign some role. Actually, this is the actual procedure in the organization we are going to follow. Okay. See, just now we created account, right? I shared one link. You guys, by using that link, you guys will sign up with this. Okay. But in real time, we are not going to use like this. Okay. We are going to follow this approach. I can tell you after some classes, maybe after 3 days or 4 days, we'll come to this topic. We can go step by step. Okay.
Hi, Kishore.
Yeah, go on.
Kishore, like you said, right now the import from files, the topic you're talking about.
Yes.
On that, like you said, there is another. There is another. New fragments. Does this one and the import of the files belongs to the same one? Like
No, that is different.
Okay.
I can explain you. I can take separate sessions for these so that you can understand.
Because you said like you said like if someone has left the organization in like you're going to take that import file and you're going to continue the same API by designing that, right?
Yes, correct.
Then there was a word which was repeated, old API update on the new fragment. So I just wanted to cross check on that.
No, fragment is nothing but it is a piece of code where we are going to this API to other application. That is fragment. Whatever import file is there, suppose if you are working some ABC project, weather API, imagine, or calculator API. You implemented only addition and subtraction. Okay. After that, you left this organization, same API will be there. This API I need to import to my credentials. Then what I can do, I can directly do this. I can explain you this concept so that you can understand very easily. Okay. Just for time being, just high level, just remember this. So right now we don't want to these remaining options for today and tomorrow. So what we can do, we are going to deal with this first option. You can see new project from scratch. If you want to start your project from scratch, you just select this option. So here it is asking API title. What do you mean by API title?
Project name.
Very good. So API title is nothing but project name. So how you are going to identify the project name?
In the requirement, they are going to provide.
Okay, in the spreadsheet, they will give you, okay, what is this API name? Okay, how many endpoints will be there? How many, methods will be there? Everything they will mention. So here, let me use calculator. Okay, so here you could see two options here. I'm comfortable designing it on my own. Second option, guide me through it. So in real time, 200% we are going to select with this first option. Second option also we can use, but the main difference between for this and this, okay, here everything will be GUI. GUI, you have idea, right? What do you mean by GUI?
User interface.
User interface.
Okay.
Graphical user interface.
Yeah. So If you want to use that, you can go with this option. If you select this option, what will happen? You will get RAML at the same time OAS. Both files you will get. You can see, can generate both RAML and OAS. But in our requirement in the MuleSoft, we are not going to use OAS. Purely we are going to use RAML only most of the time. Okay. So select this option. Click on Create API Spec. Once you click on this, it will take you inside this design center.
What is OAS?
OAS is nothing but Open API Specification. That is one kind of file, Swagger files. Okay, we are not going to use this here. Okay, so once you create this, your project, you have 4 partitions. Can someone tell me what is this area?
File manager.
So,
File?
browser.
File browser. Very good. Very good. What is this?
Editor.
Editor. What is this?
API
API
console.
controller.
API console. What is this?
Chef.
Chef. Very good. So some people they are thinking, okay, these guys answering very quickly. I'm not able to answer. Why? Because you didn't attend my previous 3 free demo classes. Don't worry. Again, I'm going to help you. Not this. Let me open one material. Okay, you can see here API designer. So here we have 4 partitions: file browser, editor, API console, and then Chef. What is the use of this file browser? Here, by using this file browser, we can create our
Files
folders
and
and
folders.
files. How we are going to create a folders and files windows? Very simple. Here also same way we are doing. Editor. Editor means here we are going to write our actual code. Correct?
Yes.
You may get one question here. Sir, you told me that in MuleSoft there is no coding. Now again you are saying we need to write some code. We are not going to write any code. We are just using the code. That's it. I can tell you like very clearly. Next, API console. Whatever you implemented in the editor, same it will reflect over here. Okay, in the API console. Then the final one is Chef. So what is the use of this Chef?
In the editor, the
It get all the intelligence.
Very good. So if we use this editor, it will display the options to us. Here we will get this some intelligence. Okay. So now here what I'll do, I'll come back here. Okay. So here I'm going to write, see if I write V, automatically it is displaying version. You can see here also in the Chef, I can see this. Click on this version. So here I'm giving name as version V0 or V1. So now you can see here already I have version, right? RAML version 1.2. Again, why I want to write this version? Okay, very good. So this is the API version. Okay, this API version you can give any name. You can give V10 also. It will take. It will not throw any error. But RAML version, this is 1.0. We cannot change this version. You can use either 0.8 or 1.0. Okay. See, in India, we will call it as 0, right? In foreign countries, wherever you can see 0, they will call it as O. So that's why today onwards, what you can do, wherever you can see 0, you can call it as O. Okay. Next. So here we provided the version V1. Then hit enter. So here you could see all these options. So based on your requirement, you can use anything. So here I'm going to use description. Can you see description is there, or I'll just type D, it will display description. So here description means this API is dealing with what? Okay. So here I'm writing this API is used to perform some math operations. Okay. So don't worry about this descriptions and all. In real time, whatever the API which you are going to work, complete description, they can share you in the spreadsheet.
The organization will provide all these things.
Yes, correct. Organization will provide this description. What we can do, directly we can copy that description, we can paste it over here. Understood? But we need to know the, a procedure, what and all we need to write it here. So
Sir, I have one question.
Yeah, go on.
So for version, you haven't put it in the double quotes. For description, you have put it in the double quote, right? So how could we know that? I mean, where we have to put that description? I mean,
This is also optional. Okay, just like keep like this. You can keep like this. Nothing will happen.
okay.
Okay. Fine. Okay. Next. So here I'm writing protocols. So if as soon as the moment I hit enter, you can see here protocols. So it will support, this API support two kind of protocols, HTTP and then HTTP. Yes, it will support both. So now what is HTTP? Hypertext transfer protocol.
Yeah.
HTTPS means
Secure.
secure hypertext transfer protocol. Okay. So now today this is your interview question. What is the difference between RAML 1.0 and 0.8? That is one interview question. And the second interview question is, what is the difference between HTTP and HTTPS? Okay, these two are the interview questions. What you can do, you have to prepare answer for this. Okay, how to prepare, questions and answers, I can guide you. Okay, you can use PowerPoint or Word, whatever you like. Okay, you just open that.
0.8.
Yeah, and then HTTP versus HTTPS. Questions should be in red color, answer should be in the blue color. Like this you can create, whether you can use some Word or PPT, anything you can use. Whatever the questions I'm giving daily, you have to prepare answers by your own. By using Google, you can get the answers and you can post in the group as well. So that I will come to know who is practicing, how many are preparing. Okay, so that I will come to know. Don't worry, at the end, whatever the interview questions I'm giving here with the answers, everything I can provide you at the end of the course. Okay.
So MuleSoft only support these two protocols, right? HTTP and HTTPS.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Clear? Next.
I've got a question.
Yeah, go on.
I think in the last demo class, the last day 3rd, I have to exit the meeting because I have to go to the work.
Yep.
This was a question there, that difference between RAML 1.0 and 0.8. I tried to Google it. I only got in RAML 1.0. The difference is we got new features, which is libraries, overlays, and improved securities. That's the only difference I've got. I've Googled it. Is there anything else I need to know, or that's the only part I got it from?
Yeah,
that's all.
Just you just post that whatever you gathered. Okay.
Okay.
See, suppose you gather these 2 points. Maybe Helen, she can add one more extra point. Maybe Akhil, he can add one more extra point. So if you post all these, what will happen? See, if you don't have any points, whatever they added new points. Okay, whatever they added new points, that you can add to your PPT or your WordPad or whatever you are using. Understood?
Yep.
So that you will get more points, you will
More
get
information.
more knowledge. Yes. So that is the use of this group. Okay.
Okay.
this group is not about, exchanging number, chatting personal. Okay, this group is related. Whatever the doubts you have, you can post your questions in the group, and at the same time, whatever the, uh, task which you implemented, which you completed, you can post in the group. Okay.
Yep.
So don't think like, suppose some one person is searching, suppose, Anusha is there, what, daily she is going to get more information, whatever the questions I'm going to give it to you. So what she will do, she is going to gather more information and she can put in the group, so that one more guy, maybe I'm the one person, I don't want to take your name. Okay, I'm the one person, I'm a lazy guy. What I will do, I will not, do Google search or anything. Whatever she posted in the same, I can copy paste. So in meanwhile, what will happen? She may think, daily I'm posting this, other guys are copying. So what is the use of doing this? Definitely there is a use. If I copy paste, whatever she posted, I can learn, that's it. But while, getting the
While researching, we
answer,
get more information.
she will get more knowledge. She is going to many websites. She is going to get the information, something. But in real time, if you get any task, how to get from the Google, I'm not able to do that, but she can do. Even though if she go for work also, she can easily manage. So that's why I'm giving all this as a task. See, everything ready-made I have available. All the interview question, answers, I have company references, everything. Today also what you can do, you can take those questions and you can prepare and you can go for interview. But ultimately, end of the day, we have to work it, right?
Of
So
course.
for that, these classes will be important. Always, you just practice it, and then whatever the questions I give, you just prepare it, so that you can get the job easily and you can perform well in the organization as well. Okay, now, okay, so here let me finish our API. We don't have much time. So here, up to now clear, right? So now if I want to construct any kind of API, I told you we need to remember 5 things. Okay, what are they? So if you want to build any kind of API, we need these 5 steps. First one is resource path, methods, request, response, then HTTP status codes. Okay. So resource path, what do you mean by resource path? A resource path is nothing but it is just a name. Okay. Always it will start with a slash resource path. That means here you just see slash, you can provide any name, even you can provide your name also. Okay, it will not throw any error. That is called resource path. Resource path is nothing but just a name. Just remember this. Next, methods. So we have so many methods, but 99% we are going to use only these 5 methods in the real time. Get method, post method, put method, delete method, and patch method. Okay, all we are going to learn why we need to use get method, why we need to use post method, why we need to use put method, why not delete method, why not patch method. So on which scenario we need to use which method, these and all in the coming classes you are going to learn. But in the today's class, you just remember methods means we have 5 methods: get method, post method, put, delete, patch. After 2 days we will learn the all the differences. Okay, next, request. What do you mean by request?
Inputs.
Input.
Very good. Request is nothing but we need to provide some inputs. So in the calculator, if you want to perform addition or subtraction or division, what we will do?
We'll have
We
to
need
provide numbers first.
2 numbers, right? That is called request. If you provide request, what will happen? You will get the response, correct? Output. That is called output. Then finally we have HTTP status codes. So these HTTP status codes are universal status codes. these status codes will be common for each and every technology, not only this MuleSoft. If we go with Java, TIBCO, any some other tools, .NET, any other technologies or framework or tools, the status codes always remain same wherever you go, anywhere in the world, irrespective of any technology. The status codes always remains same. Understood? So we need to remember these 5 things: resource path, methods, request, response, status code. Clear?
Sir, 1 second. Please can you repeat what is status code, HTTP status code?
Status codes means here we have 200, 400, 500. See, while you are using, while you are browsing something, did you got any error like 400, 401?
Yes, 404 error.
404 you got it, right? So that is called status code. In MuleSoft also we will get that status codes. What I will do, I'm going to share one link with you. Okay. So there are HTTP status code list. So I'm going to provide some HTTP status code list. You don't want to learn all this, you just have a look. What I will do, I'm going to explain you what and all you want to learn. In coming classes, I can explain. You can see status codes. This is 100 series, 200 series, and down you can see 300, 400, 500. Okay, 1 to 500 series we have. So you don't want to learn all these series. Okay, so you have to go with 200, 400, 500. Hardly, mostly 245 we will use. In this 245 also, you don't want to learn all these status codes. I can help you what and all you have to learn. Just I'm posting in the chat box. One second. Okay, just now I posted one URL in the chat box. So total I posted 2 URLs today. These 2 you can post in the group. Okay. So today, if you have time, you just see 200, 400, 500 series. You don't want to learn all this. In 200 series, you just go with the 200, 201, 202. That's it. Remaining you don't want to learn. First 3 you just learn in the 200 series. In 400, up to 405 you can learn. First 5 you just learn. Okay. In 500 series, what you can do, bad gateway, timeout, up to 505. Okay, here 5, here 5, 10, here 3. Total 13 you just remember. Most of the time we are going to use only these 13. Understood?
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes.
Sir, what is the use of those? Like where we will use?
I will show you in the coming classes where we are going to use all this.
Oh,
So as you said in the demo class, after developing the entire this code and thing, if we go to my browser and if we paste that HTTPS:// and domain name and everything, can we be able to get the data?
Yes, you will get it. I can show you right away.
Even in our local systems, I mean, in my personal computers as well.
Yeah, in your personal computer also you will get it.
Okay.
I can show you.
Okay.
Okay, go on mute. Okay, so now I want to construct a calculator API. I want to perform some addition. Okay, so if you want to design any kind of API, what and all required? First one is what?
Resource
path.
Resource path. Very good. How to write this resource path?
Slash.
slash
Mm-hmm.
And
slash and name.
Name.
Slash and then name, correct? Slash name.
Correct.
That's it.
Showing an yeah.
Okay, here you can see if I write name, there is no meaning, right?
Addition.
Yeah, here we are going to perform some calculator API. Calculator means our resource path, it should be addition or subtraction or multiplication or division, correct? If you write that name, it will be some meaningful. If you write this also, this is not a wrong. Even you can write movie, it will not throw any error because movie also one of the name, right?
Yeah.
But we have to provide always meaningful name. So don't worry about this resource path name. Client, in the spreadsheet, they will mention what is the resource path. You just copy paste it. That's it. Understood?
Yes.
But you just remember resource path is nothing but it's just a name. So here I'm writing addition. Okay. So this is resource path. Resource path is done. What is the next step?
Method.
methods.
Very good. If I hit enter, all methods will be displayed here. You can see methods, delete, get, head, option, patch, post, put. Okay.
Method. Get.
So any one method you can select. Not only get method, any method you can select it. Okay. But what is get method and all we will discuss in the coming classes. So resource path is done, method is done. What is the next step?
Request.
Request.
Very good. So I forgot to add you here. Okay. So here our request is nothing but request we can give you in many ways. Okay. So we can provide you in the form of query parameters. We can give, a request in the form of headers, or you can provide in the form of URI parameters. Okay. So all these options we will see in coming all three classes. So today what we in the form of body also we can give the request. How many ways I told? 4 ways. First one is query parameter, URI parameter,
URL.
then
Headers and body.
Body.
Very good. By using these 4 ways, we can give some request. And again, this is the interview question. What is the difference between query parameter and URI parameter? Very, very, very important. Today I gave 3 interview questions. What are they? RAML version, O.8 and 1.0, HTTP and HTTPS, query parameter versus URI parameter. Okay, you have to prepare answer for that. Okay, now, okay, so today I'm going to demonstrate query parameter. Let me click on this query parameter. So what do you mean by query parameter? Query parameter is nothing but it is a question mark. Okay, by using this question mark, we are going to write query parameter. One second. Somewhere I wrote, okay, you can see query param versus URI parameter. Query parameter. Query parameter is used, basically it is used to sort or filter the resources. Okay. Filter or sort resource is nothing but, let me show you practically, you can understand very easily. Suppose if I want to search movies, what I will do in the Google, just type movies. What it will do, it will going to fetch all the movies info, correct? So I hope many people done this, but you did not notice query parameter at least once, correct?
Yes.
Can you see here, as soon as you search movies, you can see if I enter this URL, see by default, see this is created like this. You can see here, search. What I am searching in the form of query parameter. Can you see question mark?
Yeah.
Question mark is nothing but
Yeah.
query parameter. So question mark query parameter equal to I am passing some movies, so that it is going to fetch all the movies related. See, now I am not going to change here. Instead of movies, I am writing okay, some car. Okay, if I hit enter, this UI completely will be changed. It will fetch car info. Okay, you can see all car related info I receive. If I click on this images, I could see or all car images. Understood? So instead of
Yes.
this car, if I pass Hotmail, so it will change this UI to Hotmail. See, Outlook K. So instead of this Hotmail, what I will do, I can write Gmail. So it will take to you Gmail related. Okay, query parameter is nothing but question mark, which is used to filter or sort resources. So based on that, whatever I want, I can receive it. I can filter it. In Google, many things will be there. Okay, suppose in Google, so many things are there, but I want to fetch only iPhone. What I'll do, simply I'll write iPhone. So I can fetch this. So by using this query parameter, what I'm doing, I can filter the resources, correct?
Yes.
So that is the use of query parameter. Okay, I hope already I explained this query parameter. Okay, it will be easy for you to prepare answer as well. Okay, so is it clear for everyone?
Yes.
Okay, query parameters. So question mark here, I want to pass two numbers. So that's why what I'll do, I'm going to write number. Okay, number 1. Hit enter. This number 1 is required. So suppose calculator.
Yes, it's required.
So if I want to two numbers, I want to write this number. It is required, right?
Yes.
Number 1 plus number 2. This is number 1. This is number 2. Two numbers required, right? So what I will do, I am going to write required. Just type. See, it is giving true or false. True means it is required. False means it is not required. Like this, you just write required, true or false. Then, what is the type of this number?
Integer.
Very good. Integer. You just select it, and down automatically it will display. See?
Sir, we can write number also, right?
Number also you can write. There is no wrong in that. Okay. Next, number 2. Wherever number 1 I wrote, exactly same line I have to write number 2. Guys, go on mute. Number 2. Enter. Same type required or required, true. Then type. Number 2 also which type? Integer only, right? Okay. See, did I wrote any code here? Just I selected everything. It is coming from here, intelligence. Understood? But here you may get one question. I'm not writing the code, but I don't know where to use this number 1, number 2 and all. Correct? This and all, by practice you will get it. I can, within 3 days you guys will familiar with this. Understood?
Yeah, and also we have to give the value, right?
Yeah, value also we can pass, but value we can pass it here. If you click on this get method, try it. Here we can pass values. Okay.
Okay.
Or else you can provide here also. If you provide here, automatically it will take here example some 20. So that if I click on this get method, so automatically it will fetch that value as well. See, So instead of providing here directly, we can write it here so that it may take automatically. Understood?
Yes, yes.
Like this also we can use. Okay. For time being today, I'll write example. Again, I'll write 20. So resource path is done, method is done, request is done. What else is pending?
Response.
Response where we need to write? Wherever request you wrote, exactly under same line, you have to write it. See, if I click on enter, if I write RE, I'm not able to find. If I go, see, still I didn't find anything. If I go, here you can see responses. If you type R, it is coming. Responses 200. 200 is for what? Success.
Okay.
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 Response. If you see here, okay response. Okay. If you provide two numbers, if you click on send, if you get 200 means your API will be success. Okay response. 200 body application JSON. So what is JSON and all in coming classes we will learn. Example. So here I am writing result.
Sir, if we enter responses, it will tell what is the range, that is
Sorry?
status code. So once if we enter responses, we will
Yeah,
get
yeah. All the status codes it will display. Addition is 40. Okay. Now what is the next step?
Status code. HTTP status.
Very good. HTTP status codes. Where we need to write, wherever 200 we wrote, exactly under same line we have to write. See, you got all the status codes here. So for time being, what we will select in 400 series, we will select 404, something, whatever you want, you can take it. Scroll down. 404. What is 404?
Not found.
Not found. Okay, that we have to write it. Body. Very simple. Application JSON. Example. Okay. In this example, you just write. Or you just write a message. Anything. Whatever you want, you can write it. Not found. Okay. So this is how we can write like this. So once you create this, what you have to do? You have to test your API. How to test? Click on that get method, try it, scroll down. Okay, click on this send button. If you get 200, that means our API will be success. So we got 200, okay response. What is the result you got? Addition is 40. Understood? So what I passed here? Number 1 2, number 2 20. 2 plus 20 how much?
22.
But what I got?
40.
40.
40. Is this correct?
No.
No.
But we given in 40, I think.
Sorry?
But
See,
in the
input,
we have given-
output we are given 40.
In
No,
response, we
that,
are given additional
Yeah,
40.
as I told you, right? This is blueprint of our API. Okay. Here I did not implement any business logic. Did I implemented any business logic here?
No, no.
For addition, subtraction, no,
No.
right? This business logic we need to implement in the studio. Okay. How to implement that and all, coming classes we will see. But
status codes in the response.
sorry?
HTTP status codes.
Come
under responses.
Yes, responses, correct.
You
Okay.
mean to say this business in the sense the conditions, parameters, everything we are going to
correct.
use there.
Validations, conditions,
Validations.
everything we will write in the development session.
Okay.
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 So from this API, what you understood? So API is nothing but it is blueprint. That means imagination. If you create this API calculator, okay, we need to provide some number. Number 1, number 2. Okay. So here also number 1, number 2 I'm using. But see what I will do. I'm going to clear this. Just I'll write 2. After that, I can enter plus 6. If I click on this equal to, I'll get 8. So behind the logic, they wrote some script or something, they programmed something, they wrote, we got this result. But here we did not write anything. Just we implemented the business logic. We did not implement this. This is the blueprint of our API. Okay. So this is how we can construct our API.
So like you are trying to say like Swagger we have, right? Like such type of Swagger file here.
Instead of Swagger, we are using this RAML.
Okay.
Okay. Same like this.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, can we get 404 error in this?
Everything we will get. I can show you in the development, we will get it. Okay.
Sir, in design, we can't.
Sorry? Yeah,
Sir,
in design also.
says,
Design also we will get it. But you have to use mocking service to MS2. In the coming classes, I'll explain. Okay.
Let me share one doubt here.
Sir,
So whatever we design here, the code, so how we can relate it to the real example, like the functionality.
Function. This is real time only, right? See.
Yeah,
Here,
I'm asking like so how we can relate it to the app.
See, suppose you want to create a calculator.
Yeah.
If you enter some number, plus or minus or division or whatever, you need to get the proper output, right? So based on that requirement, I took 2, number 1, number 2 here. This is for addition I wrote. For subtraction, tomorrow I'll write. For subtraction, multiplication, division, I'm going to write again code. Okay. So this is just a design. This we need to import to the studio. We need to implement the business logic. There you will get the proper output. Okay.
So in order to develop an app like an app, so we need to write this much of code then.
Yes, we need to write this much. Okay. But we can optimize this code. How can I do in the coming classes? We will learn.
Yeah. Got it.
See, for only hold on. For only addition, we got some 35 lines of code. Okay. Multiplication, division, subtraction, almost it will come 140, 150 lines. Okay. So that we should not write that much of code in our main RAML. Okay. What we can do, we can optimize that code. How to optimize? That is advanced classes. We will see. First, today we are in basic, right? First, you just learn this. So today you have so much of work to do. First thing is you have to create a platform account. Then whatever I explained, everything you have to practice it. You have to get this. Once you got 200, like take a screenshot and post, in the group. Then next thing is I gave some interview questions. You have to prepare answers for that. Okay. So what I'll do tomorrow, I'm going to continue same concept. Okay. So we need to finish some other operations also.
Yeah, Bhargav, I have a question here.
Yeah,
you are
one by
using
one.
protocols, right? Where it is coming?
It will come in the development. Okay, HTTPS.
Yeah, and one more question. I see the difference 0.8 and 1.0.
Okay.
A request is equal to given true, right? By default, it is true, right? In
what? No, it's not like that.
Request equal to true. Yeah.
Request. This is required by default. It will be true.
Yeah, thank you.
You don't want to give by specifically, but this is syntax, right? We need to follow.
I seen in the differentiation in the both 0.8.
Yeah. It is not mandatory. By default, it will be true always.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Kishore, here number type is we given, one is integer, one is second one also we given integer, right? One we can give integer, one more second one we can give as number, it will work, right?
It will work, nothing will happen.
I think it is a number range is there, right? Integer, like some range up to that number only can give.
Yeah, that's one.
If you give number, what will happen? It will support float also, I think. Okay, we'll see in coming classes.
Yeah, okay.
I
Sir,
have
what is
another
200?
doubt.
What
Like,
is 404, sir? What are all those codes?
Those are all status codes. Okay, you will learn in the coming class. Just I shared this URL. You just go through this.
I have another doubt. Like,
Okay.
we will use different status codes for depends on the project we work. Like, if for calculator we used 200 and 404, and
No,
I mean,
you just
if the
remember one
answer is
thing.
wrong,
No. You just remember one thing. Always, this is the syntax. Okay, if you write response 200, you have to keep it always. Okay, the remaining status codes they can provide you. Depends upon the project.
okay, they will provide us.
Yeah, they
Like
will provide
if I
us.
type, if there is a database of employees, if I search for an employee which employee ID which is not in that database, like
It will show ID not found.
yeah. So the status code they will provide us.
They will provide. They will provide the status code and proper description also. Here I wrote right not found simply.
Yeah.
Suppose if I am using email, okay.
Okay.
Email means how many restrictions will be there in that email, okay, whether it is valid or not. If you give invalid email ID, what will happen? It will show immediately, right? This is invalid email ID.
Yeah.
So that we can write it in the here in the message.
Okay.
But they can provide you what is that number also, status code, everything they can provide.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, everything they can provide. See, today here in the first 3 sessions, we need to learn the structure. Okay. Everything they will provide in the real time. They will give you resource path, request, method, response, status codes, all they will give you. What we need to do? We need to copy paste. That's it. But we need to place in a proper indentation without errors. Okay. You guys will learn after 4 days. I will take to you real-time APIs. Don't worry. So that I can share that spreadsheet with you. You can learn.
Jagdish, here I have one doubt.
Yeah, go on.
MuleSoft, any modules also do we have, like SAP we have, HR, like such things, or I
No.
seen somewhere MuleSoft ESB also.
ESB is nothing but Enterprise Service Bus. That is MuleSoft only. Okay. Okay, guys.
So in MuleSoft,
I'm going.
only one software that we are.
This is the integration tool. That's it. We don't have any modules, nothing. We have 3 phases. That's it. Design, development, deployment.
Thank you.
By tomorrow, we need to come back with creating any point studio.
Not studio, platform with
sorry,
these options.
Options.
Okay.
Another 3 interactions.
Correct. Okay, guys, try to implement this and prepare interview questions and post in the group. We'll catch up tomorrow, same time, 8 to 9.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.